Wow. I like the song.
Soup Soup. Yep. Here he is. He's 0-1.
Carly Rae Jepsen's cute, man. You hear a new song?
No, I missed it actually.
I Really Like You.
Really?
It's one of those happy songs. I kind of like it.
I really like you.
Yeah. You listen to it when we get home, mate. We'll,
okay.
I'll show you. I'll link you.
All right. Send me that YouTube link. He doesn't look too nervous.
It looks pretty focused for this one.
Yeah. Just another one of these very young prime players trying to make it big in the StarCraft 2 scene. But he's up against a pretty big monster, at least in Pro League.
In Pro League, he's doing well. Yeah, in the individual leagues, he's kind of fallen off a few times. Had some pretty bad losses, especially in Star League.
0-3 to Hurricane, man.
Ruthless.
There you go. That's just the name of the game. Like,
yeah, he's got a very fragile mindset, so maybe these best of ones are the best for him, so he doesn't get, like demoralized easily.
Totally agree. I mean, that's just what it is for Rogue. He just has so much trouble getting it together for bigger series. If he gets behind, he just falls apart. It's so sad to see because he has the potential. He's so good at this game, but he just can't make it work. And he doesn't get those big results because of it.
Yeah, it's really interesting to have someone with that sort of fragile mindset. Like, more fragile than most, I gotta say. And
it's like him and Marine King, man.
So visually upset as well.
Yeah. Well, guys, let's jump into game number 2 here. It's TANGTANG versus Rogue. Down here in the south in the purple for Prime, he is TANGTANG.
And up here in the top left for Chin nearly.
For green.
So I was like nearly for green. It's Rogue.
For cigarettes.
Well, like, could have been anything, man. That was coming out of my mouth. All right. Looking at this map, looking at these positions. Not a bad sort of position for TANGTANG. It's going to be a bit of a hard third base for Rogue in these positions. He's going to have to go for that mid one, which can be a little bit more out there, a little bit more pressured than to the ones at the side. And obviously that fourth base will also be a bit tricky on this map.
Yeah, could open up TANGTANG to going for that kind of two-base style, that kind of two-base all-in. I would actually love to just see him try to do it. I said it before, like, try to get some experience in the booth, but, like, whatever, man. Just try to get a win for your team, Prime. You're TANGTANG. Like,
gotta figure something out. And looks like you're going to start things off with a nice CC first. So TANGTANG ain't going to be cheesy at all. It's going to be greedy.
I thought you were going to say with the nice supply depot. I'm like, yep, that's pretty much what every Terran does.
I would not say that, fellas. It's the one thing I won't say, mate. And look at this. Look how defensive Rogue is being from the side. He's like, well, I know it's TANGTANG, so I guess I should just be prepared for cheese. But, you know, TANGTANG's playing on that. He's going to be going with the CC first.
Yep. I like it. Good job by TANGTANG. We said the same thing about Boom Boom's build last game. It didn't really work out for him.
That is true.
We'll have to wait and see how this one turns out. Going to go for the hatchery right after the pool. Be fast here.
As they do, Valdez. As they do. And yeah, we'll wait until this game kind of gets a little further down before we can really flesh out anything. It's going to be very standard sort of openings. A slow sort of start, as you know, is the trend of today, I guess we could say. These games kind of just been, they've been kind of getting really fleshed out and really down, going the distance, dare I say.
Especially in that first matchup. Do have 4 lings coming out. I feel like TANGTANG should be fine. It's pretty far away, and you know, it wasn't like a 9 pool or anything, so
yeah,
even with that CC first,
he should be absolutely fine for this. So long as he probably should block off the top of his ramp, but even if he doesn't, he just has to pull a few SCVs with this Marine to kind of deal with these lings. And nothing more should come of it. Maybe these lings are probably looking for maybe a cancel on a Reaper CC, which is usually why you see those 15 pools, as well as obviously the advantage you get from defending anything early. I'm just going to see the CC fast and be like, I see. Go up the ramp, see a Marine, be like, but the Marine, the ramp It's completely open.
Oh man, Tang
Oh,
Tang.
TANGTANG. He's going to be losing that Marine as well. Things are
Very
going bad already.
yeah, big reaction to that one Tang Tang had. Very unhappy with that. Talking to himself in the booth now, he's losing a lot of mining time.
What do you think? What do you think he said?
I wouldn't repeat it here on cast, but it wasn't something like, "Oh, this is great." Definitely not anything like that.
Probably not anything like that. But yeah, maybe a little nervous. These Prime players do get pretty nervous, you know. They're all so young that they're all pretty new to the booth in this kind of situation and tournaments in general.
Yeah.
So they do make these kind of mistakes quite often, actually.
Who knows, man? Maybe Prime's going to be the biggest team in like 5 years when all these guys grow up and get a ton of experience. Terror's going to be the poster boy, getting like
He's gonna have stories
8
to
wins
tell.
in round number 1 of Pro League.
He's gonna have stories to tell, man. I'll tell you that much. Back in my day, I lost 10 games before I won my first one.
Yeah. Poor Terror, man.
He'll make
Poor
it.
Prime. Like, what happened to the banners that used to come down here to the arena? It's like, never give up, never surrender. We used to have the big banner for Prime every single time they played, but it's been a while since we saw that, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they lost some of their big fan sort of attractions like Marine King, right? He was definitely one of those the people that everyone wanted to cheer for because he had such a big following from, you know, the Wings of Liberty days where he was on top of things and winning, or nearly winning GSLs and whatnot. Been a while since then, though. And looking at these builds again, we are going to see Rogue go for that quick 2-base muta style, not going for a 3rd base anytime soon. Just droning up, getting Lings out. 4 gases operational, and a couple of creep queens.
Yeah, looking like it's going to be the Spire style, Silky style. We even get that one Spine Crawler. He's going to put down the Baneling Nest first, just to be safe, I guess.
Yeah, very, very smart considering we are seeing potential Hellbats on the map very soon. We are seeing an Armory coming up now. That is a decent amount of Hellions on the map, so it would be about 6 Hellbats. He has already made a lot of Lings.
Yeah, decent amount. He's also got 4 and now 5 Queens out on the map. Already pushing those Hellions away from that creep. Allowing that creep to spread as far as possible over towards that 3rd base.
No 3rd base, yeah, just yet. Sticking to his guns. Gets a big scout off. Knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, he's even got a changing in there, so he's going to see the Armory as well.
Yeah, that's the biggest one of all. He might even make some Banelings.
Yeah, even gets the Baneling speed right now and is making more Lings. He's going to be totally prepared for this one, man.
Yeah, he's going to crush this if it ever decides to come along. Still, though, no 3rd hatchery for Rogue just yet. He's really delaying that.
He's just playing super safe, man.
Look how early we're seeing a Thor come out, by the way. Wow. That's an early Thor.
Whoa.
Some would say that's too early. But not a bad choice against someone going 2-base muta like this.
Yeah.
Know? I kind of like it. It's different. We don't see Thor out this early usually.
It's just going to make him, you know, extra safe in his own base as well. You just park 1 Thor in there. Thor against 6 mutas is going to be pretty okay, especially with 1 Viking already out.
Yeah, he should be absolutely fine for this. And we didn't see any 3rd CC either, so we could very well see a very aggressive 2-base style, as you were suggesting before, Valdez.
I'm just not sure if it's going to work here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trying to go for this surround. TANGTANG just not even trying to go for any hits. He's just running away as much as possible. Very nicely done.
Wow. So close. He really needs those Hellions to stay alive so he can make them in the Hellbats when the time comes for him to be aggressive.
Exactly.
Very important. Look at this creep spread.
Unbelievable, man.
It's essentially being completely uncontested. So he's had like pure freedom with 3 creep queens to get it out to the middle of the map like this already.
You're just coming over here, skirting around the edges, going to try to snipe a gas. But those Thors, those early Thors, he's already got 2. It's going to push him back. And they only get 1 SCV in damage.
Ling actually sees this army moving out, by the way, of this the natural, and you just see the composition. It's like Marauders, Marines, Hellbats with some Thors. He's like, oh, you are being aggressive this early. 13 Banelings already on the way, but a nice amount of damage from those Thors coming out of the Medivacs.
We're going to have a huge amount of stuff here for Rogue, and that creep, man, just like we were saying, he's going to pull the boys here on 2 base.
Wow.
TANGTANG is not messing around right now.
It's going all the way. It's going to be a very, very hot engagement.
The boys are not here yet. A ton of Banelings blowing up very, very early before actually hitting any of those Marines.
Oh, not the best engagement for Rogue. He's going to have to get back and make more Banelings. Still a healthy amount of Marines as well as these Thors to soak up damage.
And all of those SCVs, man, they're going to keep those Thors very, very healthy.
Only 5 meters here to really help out. So the Lings and Banes are going to have to be the ones cleaning things up.
Lings pushing forward. Some nice spreading here on creep. A lot of those Banelings going down without hitting the Marines in the back. And these Thors doing a very nice job tanking, but does Rogue just have too much?
I think he has too much by the looks of things.
It's very close, man.
Oh, it is very close. He can transfuse this, but he's going to let it go. He's going to need more Lings, more Banelings.
Oh, man, that Queen with a ton of energy goes down.
Looking a little dicey. He can afford to let this hatchery go.
Yeah.
Not the be-all end-all, because we did see TANGTANG throw away most of his SCVs on his natural.
Some Lings picking off some units that haven't yet grouped up. Some of the reinforcements. He's got 9 Banelings here. The hits need to be very good.
I think he can get them as well. These Marines are actually getting pretty fragile, pretty low. And they should be able to clean things up. Maybe.
It's so close to that one Hellion actually doing a decent hit there on some Lings.
You actually see no Ling upgrades either against +1 bio. And TANGTANG is going to keep it going. He kind of has to keep it going, right? Because he's essentially all in from this.
This is all he's got, man. Here we go. More Banelings morphing. Another full Queen. Full energy Queen there.
Yeah,
but
no transfuses whatsoever. And that third base remains alive as well for Rogue.
Yeah. Rogue did a very nice job of sending some Rogue reinforcements there to try to pick off the reinforcements of TANGTANG with the Lings, and just slowing down this push a lot, forcing TANGTANG to just come back here and regroup. It's going to buy Rogue a ton of time. He's going to have a lot of Banelings when this next attack hits.
Yeah, he's going to have way too much for TANGTANG to deal with. That is not enough bio. And he's going to lose everything again.
Full surround. The Banelings don't even need to be used. Nice little drop on the high ground.
TANGTANG's still streaming stuff across the map and just getting intercepted. I don't know about this, Valdez. He's going to start clearing creep. I think that's least of his troubles right now, as his economy is kind of in shambles. Yeah. Only 8 SCVs on that natural and GG.
GG. Rogue holds it off. It was looking a little bit dicey at some points, but at the end of the day, I feel like TANGTANG just sacrificed way too much on that push. Like, lost 14 SCVs or something. It was an all-in push, and he wasn't quite able to follow it up after the 2 Thors went down. He had only bio and just too much there for Rogue. He played very safe, and he was very prepared for that push. Like, the creep spread was unbelievable. He had a huge amount of Banelings when that hit, and he was just ready for everything.
Yeah, well, interesting style, interesting strategy from TANGTANG. You know, going for a bit of a Hail Mary there, a bit of a shot in the dark. Not finding it though. Almost. Almost. Now it's all going to come down to Myungshik. Myungshik up against Cure. Bit of a tricky match. Cure, a beast of a turn in recent times. Myungshik hasn't been doing the best.
Yeah, to say the least. Would definitely heavily favor Cure in this matchup. I mean, Cure kind of a bigger monster in the TVZ matchup, but he can still do well in this matchup as well. TANGTANG looking really, really down about that loss.
Yeah, no doubt something he's been practicing very hard.
Yeah,
nearly had it.
I feel like just once those 4 Lings got in with the lowered supply depot, I feel like he just got really tilted, and you can see it on his face now. Rogue looked very relieved after he won that game. He was like, oh, thank God I held that off. Because, you know, like we said before, not the strongest mindset on this player. And I'm sure he was sweating in that booth when that all-in came across. He's like, uh-oh, here we go.
I bet Mari's like, you almost lost that game, dude. He's like, I know, man, shut up.
So as you said before, guys, it's going to be Myungshik versus Cure here in game number 3. And it may be